Hello, good people. I trust that you are well. Your week has been a nice one. You are really enjoying the new month of February, right? It is the 6th week of the year, but the first week of the month of February. How was your January? How was that month? It is said to be, or people perceive it to be, the longest month financially, but it is just a month like any other. So I don't know whether yours was a long one or it was a short one, but however it was, I just hope that the month just took you good. And if it was not a good month for you, how I do pray that the month of February becomes the best month for you in this year. All right, and the month of March would be the best of the best, and all the other months consecutively they become best of the best of the previous, right? Or compared to the previous. So I do trust that again you are still working towards your goals. I believe that your accountability partner is up on toes with you, and he or she is helping you to keep working towards your goals. All right, so my hope is that that month of the January that has just ended, or that is past, it's a month that you really worked towards your goals. And if you check against what you are planning to achieve by the end of the year, I hope that you've moved a little, if not a big percentage, just a little bit towards your goal. So just to task you again, that's my job here, that's my task here, just to task you, how far have you gone towards your goals? How far have you gone towards your targets? I do hope that you are moving into the right direction. And if you are not moving to the right direction, I'm happy that you have realized that you are not moving to the right direction and you have changed, if not maybe done something on drifted completely. All right, but the fact that you are able to tell that you are not on the right direction, that's something worth celebrating. Okay, so I do hope that you are still moving towards your targets. Thank you so much. Good. I want to start the summary of this week with a question that somebody asked me in the course of that past week. Somebody asked me, Ben Arosto, please help me understand, why do I not succeed? Why do I not succeed? And well, as much as I would like to help, the truth be told that question is quite difficult for me to answer. It's a question that I don't have an outright answer. Why? Because number one, success is personal. Success is personal. Number two, definition of success again is personal. Well, I know if you go to the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary or other dictionary, or even online, or even ask some people, they'll give you the definition of success. But to me, I say the definition of success is personal, because success is what you perceive it to be. Let me give you a good example. If you talk of, maybe you had set some target that you want by the end of the year, you want to have achieved, the end of the month or the end of this week, you want to have maybe saved a certain amount of money. If when the end comes and you have managed to save that amount of money, then that is success. You understand what I mean? If maybe you are going for gym, maybe, or you are jogging to reduce the number of kgs that you have, maybe, and you go within a month, you weigh your kgs and you find that maybe even if not much, just by a quarter kg, that's still success. All right, maybe if you wanted your target by the end of this week is to have maybe gotten a job, you had a line of interviews that you are to attend, and you attended one of these interviews and you secured a job, then that is success. And for this reason, I say that success is personal. You get what I mean? That success is personal. So definition of success again becomes personal. So when somebody asks me, why do I not succeed? I may not have the right answer. I may not have a concrete answer, because it all depends in what area of your life do you want to succeed. Is it the financial line? Is it the health line? Is it maybe any other area? It all depends with how you perceive success. So whoever asked me that question, I'm sorry that I don't have a concrete or an outright answer. What I would like you to ask is, be a little bit precise. Ask me, why do I not succeed in the line of savings? Why do I not succeed in the line of health? Why do I not succeed in the line of personal development? Maybe with that one, I'll maybe help you to figure out, or to talk to you, or we figure out together what is it that is making you not succeed. But when you put it at that question becomes ambiguous, and I may not be able to answer. However, As much as I say that I don't have an outright answer why success, or why you don't succeed, or why I don't have a definite answer as to why you don't succeed, I would like to tell you this, that success on anything starts in the brains. That success in the line of finances, success in the line of health, success in the line of personal development, success in the area of maybe acquiring knowledge, it all starts in the mind. The way you set your mind, the way you see things, the way you put your mindset is what determines whether you are going to succeed. Let me give you a good example. If you want to, maybe let me give an example with a student, right? With all due respect, I want to give an example with a student. A student who goes to class, be it a high school or a university or a college student. If you go to class, okay, with the mindset that whatever you are being taught, the concept that you are acquiring new is not something that you can be able to comprehend, then be sure that you will not be disappointed by your mindset. Why? Because you already know that you are not going to succeed. So you will not even make an effort to try and succeed. So what will come your way? It's deliberate failure. You understand what I mean? For that reason, then, you have already set your mind that you cannot succeed, and surely you will not succeed. You understand? But if you go in class knowing that you are going to handle a challenging area, you are going to have to handle a challenging concept, but you want to put everything, this is where we say, I hope that I'm going to succeed. I hope I'm going to understand. And you set your mindset that, well, at the back of your mind, in the subconscious mind, you know that it is a challenging area. It's not difficult, but it is a challenging area, but you are ready to do anything that you can to make you, to understand. Then the fact is you are going to achieve it. You are going to understand. You understand? That's why I say that success starts in the mind. So in whatever thing that you want to start in this life, maybe could it be business, maybe could it in the line of academics, maybe could it be losing weight, maybe could it be in the line of losing weight, or maybe could it in the line of personal development, or whichever area it is. First of all, set your mind that you are going to get into an area that might be challenging, but at the end of the game, you are going to succeed. You are going set that you are ready for the challenges and you are going to succeed. That's the correct mindset that you go with. And I borrow this one from Jack Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus, in the ages of 90s, the year of 90s, the century of 19th century, he was termed to be the most successful guy in the line of golf. You understand what I mean? And there's one thing that he said when he was asked by the people of media what makes him succeed. Jack Nicklaus said that he must first of all see his success in his brain. He must first of all see himself succeeding in life. And for that reason, he never lost even a single tournament that he went to. He emerged the winner because he went with the positive mentality, with the positive mindset that he is going to win. All right. So if you want to succeed in any area, you must first of all have the right mindset. Our thinking is what limits us. Let me put it this way, that the greatest limitation to your human success only exists in his brains. The greatest limitation to human success exists in his brain. That the limit to which you put yourself, or the limit to which you see yourself, you will never go beyond that. You will never go beyond what you can see in your brains. So for that reason, you create that limitation. Everyone was born with that seed of greatness in him or her. I was born with the seed of greatness in me. You are born with the seed of greatness in you. For that reason, okay, you can be anything, and I mean entire anything that you want to be in this life. All you need to do is to actualize and ignite. You ignite that seed of greatness in you. That for me to be that person that I always want to be, for me to become the kind of a guy that I want to be, all I need to do is to ignite the seed of greatness that is in me. So you can be anything. Okay, and for you to be able to ignite that seed of greatness that is in you, so what do you need to do? First of all, have it in mind that you are going to succeed. And in a quick way, I'll tell you this, that positivity in the mind, or positive mindset, is created by focusing on your strengths. you focus on positivity. Okay, you focus on the positivity, and that for that reason you form a positive mind. Let me give you a good example. If you are a fan of watching movies and you watch some horror movie, I am not a fan of those movies. But if you keep watching some horror movie, not even two, you sit in a room, maybe in the evening, most at night, okay, for 1.5 hours, you watch a horror movie. Then once that movie ends, what happens next? You realize that you not even manage to walk in darkness all by yourself. Why? Because as you walk in darkness, what is in your mind is that horror thing that you saw, that horrific incidents that you saw on TV will happen to you. That strange human being that appeared from the darkness is going to appear in your darkness. You understand what I mean? Because you have fed your mind with that negative, with that picture. All right? And for that reason, then, all you have in you is negativity. All right? So the only way that you can create, one of the way, not the only way, but one of the way that you can create positive mindset is focusing on the positivity. As much as you go to start something, you know that people fail, you know that there's somebody else who started and failed, you know that I can fail, but I'll not focus on failing, I'll focus on succeeding. I'll pull another quick example here. When you are traveling, be it maybe you are driving your own vehicle, you are traveling via matatu, all right? You know there's one thing that is evident, and it's a fact which we cannot deny, that accidents do happen and people do lose life through accident. True or not true? Okay. Every day, through news, through social media, you get to hear people who lost life through accident, road accident to be more precise, whether on personal vehicles or in public vehicles. But does that one prevent you from traveling? What do? You focus on the positive side of it, that as much as I know that it can happen because you are not unique, you are going to get to your destination. You understand what I mean? You go in with a positive mindset, and most at the times that you succeed, you get to your destination. Even at the beginning of the journey, you do pray. If you are a Christian, you make a prayer and you say, what? God, you know that I'm traveling through machines and which can cause accident, but I pray that you may help me get to my destination. Already, you are focusing on the positivity. You are telling God that help me that get to my destination, that I don't experience an accident. You understand what I mean? So you focus on the positivity. That's the one of the ways that you can create positive minds. All right? That you focus on the positivity. You focus on the positive side. You focus on your strengths. All right? That way you create a positive mindset. So in whichever area that you want to experience a breakthrough, in whichever area that you want to succeed, my dear friend, my dear brother, my dear sister, do this. Focus on the positive side. That way, you'll create a positive mindset, and through that positive mindset, you'll be able to make it. So, that question is done. The second thing that I want to discuss with you, remember, this is the weekly summary, week 6, all right, of the month of the year 2022, but week 1 of the month of February. I'm confusing that. The second thing that I want to discuss with you this word of evening, 2 things that you should always have in life. When I mean have, I don't mean physically having them, but you should emulate what they help you do. Which are these 2 things? Number 1 is a dressing mirror. Number 2 is a side mirror. Let me explain. What happens when you stand in front of a dressing mirror? When you stand in front of a dressing mirror, you admire yourself. You get to see your image, all right? And through your image, you get to identify some of the changes that you need to make and some of the things that you need to keep. For example, you get to know that maybe you have not done your hair well, so you check and see, I need to change my hairstyle, maybe. I need to comb my hair, maybe. I have not applied some nice, for the ladies makeups, you do that, you go change that. Or maybe you get to know that, wow, my makeup, it is coming out well. So you keep up that. You get to appreciate yourself, all right? And what you need to change, you keep to change. You get to change. So here's the thing. The more you keep looking yourself into the mirror, the more you keep admiring yourself into the dressing mirror, what happens, you continue identifying things that you need to appreciate or to keep up and things that you need to change. Hello? You understand that? That there are things that you need to change, there are things that you need to keep. The more you sit in front of that mirror, the more you get to know these things. Here is the thing. The more you do what we call self-introspection, the more you keep looking into self, the more you get to learn more about yourself. That's number one. The more you get to learn what you need to change about yourself. That's number two. And the more you get to know what you need to keep up about yourself. That's number three. And those three things are the best thing in life. They will help you to keep on growing day in, day out. That every day you sit, you do what we call a self-introspection. A self-introspection, it is sitting down and looking into your life, looking into what you do, looking into what you know, looking at what you want to achieve. And through that, you get to know what is it that I need to change about myself and what is it that I need to keep about myself. A good example, if you look into the mirror and you find that whatever that I'm doing, the path that I'm doing is helping me grow day by day, then it means that you keep up with that path. But if you find that I have a friend maybe who is not helping me grow, who is not helping me go to the right direction, you get to understand that this is a person that I need to cut off. This is the person that I need to drop. This is a person that I don't need to associate with. And for that reason, again, you get to put yourself better. In other words, this is what I'm saying. The moment you do a self-introspection, you get to put yourself in a way that you keep growing day in, day out. You understand what I mean? So in this life, my dear brother, my dear sister, if you want to grow personal development, if you want to grow, then you have no option other than doing self-introspection. Self-introspection. Get to look into yourself. Ask yourself this common question that I keep asking. Who am I? You could be the same person today, tomorrow, the day after, a week after, but let me tell you something, that the answers that you'll get to that question will keep changing depending on what you do daily, on what you acquire daily. So for that reason, keep doing what we are calling self-introspection. The second entity, or the second thing that you should have in your life is a side mirror. Remember, the first thing that you should have is a dressing mirror, which in this case is a self-introspection. The second thing that you should have in this life is a side mirror. Let me give the analogy of a driver. When you get to the road, maybe you are driving your own vehicle. Let's assume you have your own machine, you are behind the steering wheel, you are driving, okay? You have the side mirror with you. Actually, there are two. What happens? You check through the side mirror to see where you have come from. Together, and what comes into your mind, the first thing that comes into your mind when you look at the side mirror is, I'm still moving, I'm still headed to the right direction. Little by little, a meter by a meter, I'm headed to my destination. You get to appreciate yourself. You get to get that intrinsic motivation that however slow I'm moving, I'm headed to the right direction. My dear brother, my dear sister, this is what I want you to be doing also. Once in a while, not always, because if you focus too much again on where you have come from, you may lose focus on to where you are headed to. But once in a while, reflect, look at where you have come from. However little the distance is, appreciate yourself. However far you've gone, appreciate yourself. This keeps you motivated, keeps you knowing that you are headed to the right direction, that you are truly moving to the forward. You are not the same place where you are yesterday. You are not in the same place where you are last week. You are moving forward. You understand what I mean? So those two things, they are very paramount in your life. Thing number one, a dressing mirror. Just like a dressing mirror, you'll be able to conduct self-introspection, self-dissection. if there is such a term. Number 2, a side mirror. Through a side mirror, you'll be able to reflect to where you've come from and appreciate that you are still having the energy to keep on moving forward and you are headed to the right direction. Too much about that. The last thing that I want to discuss, it's not associated with self-growth. It is not associated with personal development like the first two. But there's one law that I want to talk about. One law, and we call it the Law of Bumerang. The Law of Bumerang. What does the Law of Bumerang state? Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or an atheist maybe, or whoever you are, the Law of Bumerang do apply. What does it state? The Law of Bumerang states this, that what you throw into the world will come back with the same magnitude that you threw it with into the world. In other words, if you are talking of physics, physics will call it reflection. Okay? Reflection. That you, maybe light, you direct some light into the mirror. Okay? And the same light will be reflected back. It is the same with this law, that what you throw into the world will come back to you with the same magnitude, with the same energy, with the same force that you drew it into the world. That is the Law of Bumerang. The Kikuyus have a way of saying it. They have a proverb that says that an arrow thrown at night, okay, or released into the wilderness at night, it's returned with the same magnitude, with the same force, at the same time, back to you. It's what we say, back to the sender. That is what we call the Law of Bumerang. Now, the Law of Bumerang is a law that normally apply, even in karma, in the law, what we call the karmic. It is karmic or karmic, something like that. If I don't get the right pronunciation, please forgive me. But we have that karma. Karma? It also have that, the Law of Bumerang. What majority of the people are doing nowadays is that they are just throwing words to others into the world. They get to accuse other people, especially through the social media, even without having facts. And they forget that what you do unto others will surely happen to you. That is the Law of Bumerang. Go to the Bible, it is there. Go to the Quran, it's there. Go to the atheists who don't believe in God, it is there. The law of nature, that's what they call it. So when you go to the social media, you don't have facts, but just somebody talked of a roast deed, and without even wanting to know whether it's true or not, with or without facts, you get into the position of accusation. You start accusing me, and maybe you are accusing me of something that I did not do. You are accusing me of something that I am not aware. Be assured that that will also happen to you. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be the day after. It may not be this year, maybe. But be assured, at one point in your life, it will happen to you. The same energy you are using to type in when accusing others is the same energy that shall be used to accuse you. So, what am I communicating here? Is that before you get to accuse anyone, before you get to type, before you get to react, before you get to comment on an issue that you don't have facts on, get to think about it. Allow me to pull a little bit. I'm a Christian. But there's something that is taught by karma, those laws of karma. I think they are called karmic or karmic, something like that. Those laws of karma, they state this. It simply states this, that everyone directs himself or herself to his or her destiny. Everyone determines, in other words, everyone determines his destiny through the words that you speak, through the actions that you undertake. You determine your destiny. And it's something interesting that some of us, they are at one point attracting curses. They are requesting for curses. They are demanding for curses by force unknowingly. A little wisdom is wrong. Or it's not even wrong. They say that little wisdom is deadly. It's killing. Because There are people that you can speak against. There are people that you can speak against in the society. You earn yourself a curse. Let me put it clear. I'm not saying that shouldn't criticize anyone. Don't get me the wrong way. And I'm not saying that there are those who should be treated like shrines. No, that's not what I mean. But there are people, again, you should mind when saying anything towards them, or the methodology into which you criticize may earn you a curse. The methodology by which or with which you comment may earn you a blessing. Many people, and majority of the young people, as the young people, that we understand or we use the technology, the social media, it's so unfortunate that majority of us, they are demanding for their curses and they are rejecting blessings. It's a topic for another day. But you know this wonderful evening that there is the law of boomerang. What you throw into the world will come back to you. Be assured, at one point in life, it will come back to you. Well, find your time, go read about the law of boomerang. It is there. The information is available. Get to know more about it. Maybe this one will help you to first of all think before you get into reacting about something negative that was said about someone and you don't have the facts. And I don't mean that you don't criticize, don't get me the wrong way. But before you criticize, get to think about it. Get the facts about what you want to criticize. And it's at that point that I wrap up week 6 and I welcome week 7. How I do pray and believe that week 7 will be a good one for me. It will be a good one for you. Let's keep working towards our goals. Let's keep working towards the targets that we set, the resolutions that we made at the beginning of this year. Let's keep working towards them. And as I keep on saying, don't forget your accountability partner. Walk with him, walk with her. Let her keep reminding you what you are supposed to do for you to achieve your goals. Otherwise, until our next meeting, have yourself a good time. May the good Lord protect you all and have a good night. Thank you.